pass money every single day and you don't even know it. That boarded up house at the end of your street, the one with the weeds that are knee high and a broken mailbox, that's not just a problem, it's an opportunity. Someone's going to make 10 grand off of that house. The question is, will it be you or someone else that's willing to take action? I'm Robbie Krager, the Flip Flop Flipper, and I've done over 3,000 deals. Anything from single family to even hotels and everything in between. We're talking from Florida to Puerto Rico. And I'm not guessing. I'm teaching strategies that are working today. I've helped people like these go from a 9-to-5 job to doing their first wholesale deal and then even doing their first flip in less than a year. And if they can do it, so can you. Most people think real estate's all about money and experience. And it's not. It's about spotting value before anybody else does. I started broke with no credit and no clue. But I learned to find deals, and that one skill built everything that I have today. The problem is, most people are learning from gurus online that stopped doing real estate investing a decade ago. And they're teaching theory, not reality. And that's why you stay stuck. That's why we're putting on Freedom Flippers Live. 3 days, real strategies, and real investors. I'll show you exactly how to find properties that no one else is seeing, talk to sellers, and partner with people who already have the money ready to close. You'll leave with scripts, contacts, and connections. No hype. So click the link, grab your seat, and show up ready to work.
Ooh, I like that one, guys. I think that's my favorite.
Just cut out?
Did you cut it off at the end? What happened?
The fuck?
No, I didn't cut it off.
It was supposed to say show up ready to work.
Damn it, Charles.
Get in the room.
Bad editing on our team, guys. Sorry.
My God.
He's fired.
You'd think after 3,000 videos, Robert would have more experience with this, but no, it took him 3,000 houses instead to do anything worthwhile. And Don's like, what the heck is McKenna even saying? I don't know either, Don.
All you have to do is 3,000 of something and you'll get good at it.
Well,
Yeah.
10,000 of something.
10,000 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That event that we're marketing there, you guys. Oh, welcome to the Flip Flop Power Hour, episode number 91, by the way. But this event that we're promoting is next week. It's 1 week from today, and we are super excited about it. And we really want everyone to come. So come, get in the room, spend a few days with us. We're going to fricking give you the blueprint on how you can go and make a whole bunch of money and have a 6-figure real estate business. And I'm going to let you in on a hint. What we're going to teach, you could have a 7-figure real estate business. We're going to show you how to actually do the stuff. And we've done this. So we're actually, like I said in the ad there, we're teaching you the stuff that actually works right now today. Not that I used to make money in real estate investing and that I'm going to maybe buy something once or twice a year. Guys, I make all of my money through real estate investing. And we are showing you how to do it. And why do we do that? Because we want to have more people become real estate investors so that we can partner up with them. So Emmanuel's sitting across the aisle here from me behind the camera, and he's done a whole bunch of deals and he's done a bunch with me. And because he's in our sphere of influence, we get to do more deals together. We get to partner on things together. And that's what we want. We want to show people how to do it so that hopefully we can do some deals together.
And we're showing 3 different facets of real estate that you can either take one and run with it.
Yep.
Or create a whole business around it. We're going to teach you how to be the finder. That's the person who finds the deal, gets it in the contract, and then takes it to the next facet, which is the operator who takes the deal and takes it from A to Z and gets it completed, sold, and gets the money back. And then the funder who can either work with the finder or the operator for an EMD money to get that deal under contract for the finder, or fund the deal for the operator and get it all done. And then that's the guy I want to be eventually.
It's all one business, right? And you want to do all of the things. I started out wholesaling a whole bunch of stuff. First, I started out doing the value add. Then I wholesaled a whole bunch of stuff because I needed to really put some money on the table. And then we quickly got back into where we would buy things, fix them up, and sell them. And that's what we've done for most of the time that I've been in real estate, is that I like to find the dirty stuff that needs a whole bunch of work, buy it cheap, fix it up, and then sell it back at the retail market. And that way we're creating homes for people to come and live in, and we get to make some money doing something that's good for the neighborhood. And wherever we go, we usually leave it better than we found it, because we're buying the nastiest thing on the street. We're fixing it up and we're making it look better. Every once in a while, someone will get mad at us because they think we're gentrifying the neighborhood or something.
We're kicking the pigeons out.
But here's the truth. We don't get to choose what it's going to sell for. It's going to sell for whatever the market says it's going to
100%.
sell for. And there's really not a damn thing I can do about it. All I can do is take the ugly duckling, renovate it up, make it the nicest house in the neighborhood, and then put it back on the market.
Correct.
And that's
all anybody could do.
That's a good life, you guys. That's why we do it. We're passionate about creating homeowners. We're really passionate now about getting people out of the rat race and having them become real estate investors and then doing deals with them. That's how we expand our business. Through partnerships.
And guys, if you come, I'll make this promise right now. If you come to all 3 days and you don't like it by the end, if you don't think you got anything, I will give you your money back. Right out of my own pocket. I will refund it to you, guaranteed. So sign up right now.
So that QR code right there is the link to the page. So just go straight there, sign up. What are you waiting for?
And guys, if you watch us all the time and you're on the live and you haven't already signed up, do that for us now. I know if you're thinking you're going to do it, hey, I'm planning to come, Robbie, but I haven't signed up. We need to have a body count. We need to figure out how many people are going to show up, and we want to cap it. So we're advertising for it and stuff like that, and we're getting more people every day. But we really want you guys that are kind of our core audience.
Yeah,
you show up. You know,
in.
we've been doing this YouTube live thing, Monday Night Power Hour, 91 times, and a lot of you guys have shown up. You ask great questions. You're who we want in the room. You're who we know and who we like and trust and who we want to do business with. So come join us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Adon, how's our podcast going? Is that out? Or can people listen to that right now?
Yes.
How do they do it?
On Spotify.
On Spotify?
We have a podcast on Spotify, the Flip Flop Flipper podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. So we have the Flip Flop Flipper podcast on Spotify and wherever else you find your podcasts. I think we're on 87 million different places.
Yes.
And maybe 6 people have ever seen our podcast. So go be one of the first.
Yes. Go
How
like
does
it.
it
Go
work?
review it. Help us.
Oh, wait. Now
Go on Spotify and put in the Flip Flop Flipper and see if we pop up.
I just did. Okay.
Did we
Looks
show
like-
up?
Yes. But from July. I feel like we're missing some.
Probably are.
Well, we probably put stuff out there in
A
July.
little behind. Yeah.
I'm
We're
giving us our
probably
first
missing some
5-star
uploads,
rating.
huh? Give us a 5-star rating.
Go like it.
Make
Put the
a
link
review. Say that it's the best thing
the-
you've ever heard.
in the chat. And guys, this works best when you ask your questions. We'll answer it towards the end. And don't forget to go sign up for the 3-day. So,
yeah.
Other than that,
Business
So-
is good. You guys are working on your condo in Guanabo?
We're working on a condo in
No, not
Condado,
Guanabo.
and we're
Dorado.
in Condado.
Condado.
Not Dorado, not Guaynabo, Condado.
That's a,
Condado.
it's a lot of the similar letters.
Say it
How's
right.
it going?
Say it right, D Nice. Condado.
Condado.
my God,
Am I right? Did I say it right?
I plead the fifth. I plead the
The
fifth.
Don is
Oh, my
embarrassed
God.
for us. He's
I
like,
think
this
I
is
say
why you people are not. This is why they keep calling you gentrifiers. Can't even say
Yeah.
Condado.
You people are gentrifiers who won't learn the language.
Yeah.
Condado.
That's why the Spanish took over. Just gave it to you.
Yeah, man, we're buying this sub penthouse in Condado. Very first time that I've ever bought an apartment or really anything over there. But we've never done Condado. And now we're buying a sub penthouse. It's got a Laguna view, it's got a distant view of the ocean, and it's exactly what we like. I mean, it's a great big ugly box that we can turn into a very, very nice place. And I'm going to say something that'll probably get me some hate, but we're going to put it on the market for what the market tells us that we can put it on the market for, which is going to be like 1.6 million. And then we'll probably sell it at somewhere close to like 1.6 million. So guess what? That means that most people can't afford it. Guys, I'm going to be honest. Up until a few years ago, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. Who the hell can afford to pay for something that's $1.6 million? That is insane. But there are people who live in that area. There are people who can
wanna
afford
live
it,
in that area.
and there are people who want to buy it, and it's going to be a beautiful condo. So that's who we're going to sell to.
That's our end buyer.
That's our end buyer.
You're not going to import a bunch of people. You're not marketing right now, getting people
I'm not
lined up to
marketing.
move
We won't
down
start
here.
marketing until we're really close to having it
We'll be
finished.
tempted, yeah, for sure.
And we'll go out to a handful of realtors that we know, and they'll take it out, and they'll have some buyers. I mean, you know, like 95% of the time, maybe even 99% of the time over the last almost 8 years, when we fix something up and sell it, we're selling it to locals. And I expect that in this case, we'll still sell it to a local, but it is in an area where it's possible we would sell it to an outsider.
I mean, everybody in that building is a local.
Everybody in that building, everyone who lives in that building is a local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
How is
so
the
the
McMansion going?
the
Is it on the
likelihood
market
is that
yet?
we're going to sell it to a local family,
Yes.
someone
How's
who
the
wants to be near
McMansion
the good
going?
schools.
Is it on the market yet?
How, the mansion is done. We've been working on the punch list.
Here-
We're listed, and
You're listed?
Here's something.
we're listed. I haven't seen the listing out there yet.
Here's something I'm going to teach at the 3-day as an operator.
Yeah.
Fully 100% avoid buying European toilets. That's all I'm going to say. If Home Depot has a perfectly normal American standard toilet,
Yeah.
buy it.
American
Don't
standard
try to
is
go
best.
fancy because fancy costs more money,
Yeah.
you know. And then if the guy doesn't know how to put the toilet in, you got to call 3 experts and a professional to come and do it.
We need
And
six,
somehow a
six
doctor's
guys,
involved.
6 guys and a wrench and a blueprint in order to put this toilet on the wall.
So just take my piece of advice. Never buy a European toilet.
Never.
As much as
But
your
you
design.
know-
The
Oh,
European toilet, guys, is a toilet that comes right out of the wall, so it doesn't sit on the ground.
Uh-huh.
And for whatever reason, we've had that toilet sitting on the ground waiting to be installed for a year.
Oof.
And me as a big person, be wary.
You're
go sit on that
afraid
toilet.
you're afraid that if you sit on it, you're going to fall off the wall.
I think I'm gonna shit myself twice.
It's possible. It's very possible Adon or I or McKenna would break the toilet like 3 days in.
Yeah.
We would not be
Definitely.
allowed to use it before that house sold. Latino
Nope.
Musical Universe asked, how about an abandoned property? The lady passed away and had no family. It's been abandoned for at least 10 years. So the condo we were just talking about, that was abandoned. The McMansion was abandoned. That's pretty much all we do is abandoned properties. They are an excellent way to get good
The
deals.
McMansion was definitely abandoned, but the condo is sort of a different situation. The condo, the people that bought it were going to live it, renovate it, and just make it their forever home. But apparently they got a better offer somewhere else, so they're moving away. So we got that condo with someone who has urgency to leave. Just had that thing. Now the McMansion was definitely fully abandoned.
For
It's just
years.
sitting there.
I bet it was abandoned for
And
a
it's
decade.
and it did Robert. What Robert likes to say is just a play that only works in PR, where you can leave something fully abandoned in ownership for 20 years.
Yeah. And then still make money.
And you can still make money with it.
Crazy.
So the guys who bought it definitely made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
sold it
did.
to us. Yeah,
The guys who sold it to us bought it for $50,000.
I know. I remember.
50
They bought
grand
it for
20
50,
years ago?
50,
I remember when I looked it
No,
up.
they bought it
No,
for $50,000 from the bank only
a year or
only
two.
a year or 18 months before we bought it. They sold it to us for 300-ish.
Yeah.
We're
But it was still a good deal.
we're gonna sell it for a mountain of freaking money.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just to
But
think
we've
about.
also put a mountain of money in it. I mean, it's not only is it the biggest renovation we've ever done on a single family house, it's the most expensive renovation. And I'd venture to say that it far exceeds our best renovation yet on the island of Puerto Rico. It is top notch.
Yes,
It's a well done. It looks really, really good.
really excited.
Well, I hope
Well
that it
done
brings a lot of good showings. Are people going by already to look at it?
No, I
Our
don't think
realtors
so.
are.
Our realtors are? Have you talked to them?
Don't you get the email weekly?
I don't check emails.
That's true. I forget. He doesn't.
What are they saying? Nothing's happened?
They're saying, "Hey, when are you going to finish the toilet?"
Yeah.
Oh, when we find the professional who's going to install it.
Did
with
he
the
say he'd go
experts.
today? You were talking to him.
He said he goes Wednesday.
He'll go Wednesday.
Are they going to have like a realtor
said.
party or something where all the realtors come and drink champagne? In
I
your
think
house?
they will. They'll do an open house. I mean, it's a it's a gated community that you can't easily get into. So they'll probably do an open house and they'll bring everybody over there.
I mean, we had a pretty successful networking event there.
We did. We had a really good party.
Could have another
very
party.
And that was 2 months ago.
It's a great house for a party.
It is a party house.
You guys know if we'd been really thinking about how to do this event stuff correctly, we would have had the in-person networking event, and we would have got everybody that was there to sign up for the Freedom Flipper Live event. But next time.
Well, everybody who went to our in-person event, I have to imagine they are coming to Freedom Flippers Live.
We had 100.
That was a well-done event. We had a really good time, and it was just a party. It was just a networking party.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Trying to answer this question. So we get this question every week. How can he find? There are owners, right? And if there aren't owners, let's say the lady died without any heirs, then that property eventually ends up being owned by the university system, the University of Puerto Rico. So if there's truly no heirs, what could you do? You could try to go and find out if it's owned already by the university system and buy it from them.
They have a website.
You could maybe go to the local community, the mayor's office of whatever municipality the property is in, and see if it can be estorbo público. Or if you're super brave, you could just start living in it. Just move in.
You could
put the power and water.
You can also go to
the.
You can go to Cream or the.
I don't think you'd get power in your name. That would be impossible. I think you just could sleep on a sleeping bag on the floor, for the next 20 years, and then say it's yours.
You can get a.
Seems like a tough way to buy something, though.
Yeah, you go to a property register and try to get more info there.
Yeah,
just find out.
Probably she's got some heirs somewhere. Probably.
Latino said, "Who do I contact?" Exactly who we said is.
Yeah, look, this is not. If this was easy, there wouldn't be 300,000 of those houses all across the island.
Yep.
Who specializes in Juan Perlam, who's in our Apex community, specializes in running those things down, and he'll work 2 or 3 years to find all of the heirs and put these deals together. This is not an area that we have identified as a part of our growth plan. So I generally will not buy that house or look to buy that house unless someone who's out there watching us goes and finds the sellers, or Juan Perlam brings it to me, or one day a for sale sign shows up on it and then we start to look at it. And that's just because I'm not really willing to put 2 or 3 years of effort into these things. In most cases, there's so many other good deals here on the island that I'd rather just wait for stuff to show up that's for sale. Maybe the bank owns it, or some family members figured out that they own it and they come to the island and decide to sell it. So, not trying to talk you out of your dream. Like, if that's the house you want and you want to go find the people, I think it can be very lucrative. But man, it's an undertaking. So I'm not trying to talk you out of your dream, but that is, if you're going to do this, look, maybe learn how to do what you're going to do and do it on 50 of them so that you could buy 5 of them.
You should do the homework and try to track down all this info, because at the end of the day, you're not going to get anywhere. Maybe you do, but most of the time you're not going to get anywhere. But it sure opens you up to understanding how to find information, how to look at tax, how to find deeds and all that stuff. Because then when you realize, hey, this is just a dead end that goes nowhere, you can start looking at deals that are actually on market.
Yeah.
And you can start identifying what could potentially be a good deal that looks exactly like that house you're going after. So, do the exercise.
That work.
But I mean,
this is the most excellent point, Adon, that I think you just made. If you want to be a real estate investor, to look at one property and say, that's a good deal, I'm going to go buy that. Man, that is a road that many people have tried, and it sets you up to fail, as opposed to look at all of the properties that are in the area. And I like the idea of looking at the stuff that's for sale and then finding a deal, rather than looking at a property and trying to make it become a deal. That's my advice to you, is to to go and become a real estate investor, it's never going to be about one property.
No. And those properties eventually get to market, but they just take forever.
It could take decades.
You know that that building in Carolina that I've always looked at, I told you, let's make that into residential.
Yeah.
It has all the parking in the world. Not the tower.
Not
one
the tower
from it.
Okay. Yes.
That used to be like a shopping court.
Yeah.
It's completely destroyed.
Yep.
Years since I lived there, never I saw a sign.
Yeah.
Finally, today I drove by, like, look, there's a freaking sign on it for sale.
It's been sitting in a distressed condition for 7.5 years that I've lived here.
Yeah.
And it was 15, 20 years before that. So we're talking about decades, guys, of this building, and you can see it from the highway there.
Yeah.
It must have been a strip mall or something like that before.
It had a big gym at the top, and but it's completely gutted out. All the homeless people got in and got all the copper. But that you can give it time, and eventually it'll show up. But in between that time, you can have done 1,000 deals in between.
Yeah.
And learn.
What about Red Atlas? Does that help find these properties? Yes, it can.
Red Atlas is a great place to start. Red Atlas will give you permitting information, will give you possibly a deed and transactions. That's a good place to start. It will not give you contact info. It won't give you that. And sometimes I use Red Atlas for everything, but it could mismatch things, especially if it's like in a condo building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be looking at a thing thinking it's this, but it's not, so you just have to take it with a grain of salt and be like, okay, let me take this as a good starting place. And then from there, backtrack through CRIM and property register and, oh, maybe there's a name here. It's fucking, you're going to feel like Sherlock Holmes at the end of it.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this up in a tight little bow for you too, because next week at Freedom Flippers Live, we're going to actually give the blueprint on how you can become a real estate investor and have a 6-figure business, which basically means you could replace your income no matter what you're doing. So we're actually going to teach how to have a 6 or 7-figure business. We're going to give you the blueprint on it. And I'll tell you what's not in there. It's not hunting down one of these houses. This is not the business model that's going to get you to making 6 or 7 figures a year.
Nope.
It's just not. I'm sorry. What is in there? It's calling on all the stuff that's actually for sale, negotiating offers, deciding what things are worth, how much do they cost to renovate, and then figuring out how to make money along the way.
Yes.
And so we're going to give you an actual blueprint that will work in today's market. And all you've got to do is click the link that's in this little chat here
The QR
and
code.
come and join us with the QR code there. We are going to hand it to you on a silver platter. And McKenna has just given you a money back guarantee. So if you come and hang out with us for the next week for 3 days, it's virtual. So you don't have to do anything other than what you're doing here. You just watch us. You're going to leave with scripts and contracts and all of the stuff that you'll need in order to actually have a business that will work. And then you could go do it. And that's the truth. Anyone who's listening can do it. This is not, like we say, rocket surgery.
Yeah.
This isn't easy, but it's fairly simple to follow the path that we're going to lay out.
I mean,
what do you think the
about it.
blueprint to a 7-figure business is worth? If you had to say, okay, I still have to do all the work, but I know what work to do. I mean, that's worth something. 10 grand.
So you got a
20
business.
grand?
You got a business that's bringing in $1 million a year. The blueprint. If you're just going to sell the blueprint to that, I mean, you know who does it? It would be anybody who has ever bought a like a McDonald's or any other franchise. So anyone who's got a franchise, they sell the blueprint to run their business, and then they have lots of fees. So what do I think it's worth? It's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Probably there's some franchises that you can get for 30, 40, 50,000, and other franchises that cost 2, 3, 400,000.
I think it's worth more than that. I think it's worth doing everything you can to change your life, to get to the point where it's like, look, I can spend the next year trying to chase down this imaginary freaking fever dream I got of this house that I know I'm going to find the buyer and I know I'm going to.
Yeah.
And you can kill yourself doing that. Or you could take the next 3 days and apply everything we're going to tell you that actually works and get it done. And not with that house, with 100 houses,
Right, because that's the thing. When you have a blueprint, you want to be able to go out and repeat it and do it again and again and again.
Over and over.
And I will tell you why I don't like the idea of going and finding the owner of this one house is that even if you find the owner of that one house, your success rate, even if you get the first one done, your success rate for the next one, it's so freaking low, and it's such a high barrier to entry. And we know the guy who's better at it than anybody else on the island is Juan Perlam, and he works for years on these things, guys. He'll literally have 50 of them going, but he'll put 2 years of effort in,
and it's not
finding
these.
It's not
2 years only of time.
No,
you're paying a lawyer.
Oh yeah, he's skip tracing. He's paying the lawyer.
He's services, and again, it doesn't guarantee that there'll be a prize at the end.
It doesn't even come close to guaranteeing.
So
yeah, not even close to guaranteeing.
So he's probably putting out 50 lines to bait something in, and then once he gets one, he could pay for the others. But it's not guaranteed.
Now he's also doing all of the other stuff that we're going to teach at Freedom Flippers Live.
But,
so he makes a living as a real estate investor, anyways. And Juan does really well, and he does probably 20 or 30 or 40 deals a year.
Yeah.
And he makes a really decent living, and he gets to surf, and he gets to have a good life.
I know.
He's doing all right. So, and that's what we're going to teach.
And remind me, guys, what are we selling this for? It's not $10,000 to come to this 3-day event. How much is it?
It's $97.
$97.
It's even less than the Apex membership. Yeah, and all the Apex members get it for free. They get to go to this event for free just because they're Apex members, and they're going to apply all this stuff.
And guys, we're going to use it as a springboard for our Apex too. We're once we get through this, the Apex is going to have a nice place to come and ask questions of, and follow up with us because they're going to be able to be at master classes ongoing. So maybe it would be better to just join Apex and then get your Freedom Flippers Live ticket.
Well, not only that, you get 4 months free of Red Atlas.
Yep.
And you get the free CRM.
Yeah, the Go High Level is huge. McKenna uses it every day.
Plus, he does. Plus our weekly masterclass where you'll literally be in the room with us, asking questions directly to Robert, McKenna, and myself. So
I just put the link to join Apex in. That brings it into our Apex ad, I think. But I hope to see all of you guys at the event. It really is going to be really good. I know that if we have 200-300 people show up, I think there's going to be 200 or 300 deals that get done in the next year because of that event. Now,
think
probably what that means is one person does 10 deals and 9 people do 0 deals, and that's fine. But somebody is going to do a lot of business because of this event.
Well, the neat thing is,
what did it cost you? And we can't see him, but he's right behind the thing. What did that first deal cost you? No, not that it, but what did it change for you? It changed everything, right? So I'm talking to Emmanuel and I'm asking him about his first deal. This guy worked a 9-to-5, making $30,000 a year, fresh baby out the oven, having to take care of his wife, and then days before he was about to get, I'm gonna get permanency and I'm gonna be able to stay here for the next 30 years. And they fired him.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you when you can go take your first deal and make that first 30,000 on that one deal? So you made your whole year's salary on one deal in less than 30 days after you got fired, and you're still doing deals the rest of the year. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
It's pretty damn cool. What it means to me is that if you're making minimum wage, if you're making 30,000 and you really have a heart for this, you want to be like Emmanuel, and you can replace that income. So I hear all the time, I can't do it because I only make minimum wage. Well, you're perfect for it because your time is worth way more than the minimum wage that your boss is paying you. So quit that freaking job. Get out of that. Don't go wasting your time working for the man for minimum wage.
You have nothing to lose.
And you've got nothing to lose.
You can always get that job again.
And Jan is another example. He just quit his job. He was making more than minimum wage, but do a deal or two. It's going to be better than what he was making, right? He was making $15-20 bucks an hour. $15 an hour.
Yeah.
So double minimum.
Almost doctor money.
Almost doctor money. You know what's
Nancy
funny?
asked what time's the event. It's going to start at 11 a.m. And then on the 5th and 6th, we're also going to have a VIP breakfast at 10 a.m. That's networking.
It's a virtual breakfast, guys. So you bring your own sandwich.
We did a little video, Emmanuel and I, where we're going through Emmanuel's first flip, and half of the comments are, how is he going to sell that house for $650,000? The island of Puerto Rico, they only make minimum wage. Nobody makes more than $25,000 a year. And then I'm going in the comments behind him going, yeah, but that guy's 22 years old and he quit his job earlier this year. He was making exactly what you're saying, and he's buying that house and he's going to fix it up and he's going to sell it to another local person who's going to call it home. What's your freaking excuse? I mean, and these are grown men and women that are living this victim mentality and believing that they can't do something because they don't have money. Anyway, I could go on and on about that, and I do sometimes in the comments.
But you do touch a point. Everybody in this room, including McKenna, we started with absolutely zero money out of pocket.
Yeah.
You and I, our first deal, zero money out of pocket. All our deals gone forward, zero money out of pocket. And it's just it's what you say. We are deal first.
Yep.
If I'm bringing a deal to you, it's because I already have it under contract and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Are you ready to commit? Yep. And people with money who don't have your skill set but have the money to have the money to deploy, that's who you need to partner with.
Just because they don't have
I'll tell you guys too. I did it the hard way. When I went out on my own, I stopped working for my dad. I'm like, I'm gonna go make money in real estate, just like I've seen all these other people do. I specifically said I will not partner with him. I need to find someone else to do these deals with because I'm gonna feel just like a little kid until I'm doing it on my own. I didn't have to do that. I could have found great deals, gone to my dad. He would have partnered with me. It would have been very easy. But instead, I just started hitting the phone book, called all the people I know. And it took me like 4 days to get the money for my first deal that I had under contract already. I knew it was a good flip. I knew all the numbers. And I just needed to dial the phone to people that I knew to get the thing paid for. And it worked out really well. And then the next 20 deals I did without my dad. Now we're working together again. I can come back as a man, but it's
I killed the bear, Daddy.
now it's an equal partnership.
Look, even if you would have done your first 2 deals with your dad, by the third time he would have been like, "That's cool, we could do that, but you need to call everybody now."
Yeah, that's right.
That's what he did to me. He's like, "Oh, you got to do. Oh, it sounds like a great thing.
Yeah, let's do it together. You do it all.
Call everybody and do the job. I'll see you on the other side."
But there's a reason that we do that is because it's more important for you to know how to do all of
It's
that
our proprietary
right?
system.
Yeah, it is our proprietary.
Is that the deep end there?
Here, boom.
That's funny. That's life. Says everyone selling seems to want cash. How can one get around that if you can only do loans but not conventional for $175,000 plus $40K in repairs for Airbnb, $4,000 to $5,000 in possible revenue? So it's all based on return, right? One way, the easy way, I'd say, is to partner with someone on this. So if you're going to make $4,000 to $5,000 in revenue, I'm going to split the difference, call it 4,500 times 12. What's the expense ratio on Airbnbs? 40%.
You said what?
What's the expense
Management
ratio on Airbnb? 40%, 50%?
35%. Run it at
35.
35%.
So you're at $35,100 a year in profit. You need a partner who's willing to put up the 175 plus the 40,000 in return for some portion of this. I like to do 50-50 where I do all the work, they fund the deal, and then we split it 50-50. So that means they'd be getting $17,550 a year from this Airbnb that you're running. And they're going to want to make, I'll tell you this right now, they're going to want to make more than the stock market. They want their money to be doing really well. I think in Puerto Rico, 20% is kind of the floor of where people would be interested in these deals. So that means that if they were going to make $17,550 a year, The most they can put into a deal is $87,750. So that means it's not a good deal.
How much are you having to make? 15%?
20%.
20%.
I could have them maybe 15.
And I think you might be able to find a partner who would take 15% cash on cash returns, but it is a number that you back into. So,
Explain when you say back into.
So the way I go through the math, just like McKenna did, where I say the purchase price is 175 plus, what'd you say, $40,000 in renovations?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the potential to $4,000 to $5,000.
So now you're in it for $215,000. Is that what we're saying?
That's what we're saying.
My question is the 4 or 5K after
That's after
cost.
repairs from Airbnb, possible revenue.
Yeah. So you're in it for 215. Let's say that we want to make a net of 30%. Then we need to be making on that deal $64,500 net,
which is what yearly.
And that would mean that you could probably find a person to put up the $215,000 to come in, and make half of 30%. That's how it would back into the number. So what would I offer on this deal that he's talking about? What would you offer on this deal he's talking about?
Well,
it wouldn't be 175. I can guarantee you that.
No, I'd offer the 87. No, I'd offer 45,000 because it needs 40,000 repairs, and then you're at that 87,000 number. That's what I'd offer.
So then the next question is, well, the seller won't take it, and my next response is, great, you just figured out that that's not a deal. Now move on, and go do that as many times as it takes until you find a deal that you can do. Because they're out there. You guys, McKenna and I just did a deal in Connecticut, and I don't even remember, Meriden, Connecticut. And we bought something for $2 million that's going to throw off over the next 11 years about a 30% return for our investors and about a 30% return for us annually when you do the IRR. So I know that you can do it. The deals are out there. You just have to look at a ton of them, and we look at more than our fair share. So we tell everybody here to go and do 100 deals, make 100 offers, and you'll find a deal. And then we've got a community of you guys doing that, and we're willing to partner with you when you find one. So we're looking at a whole ton of shit and saying no to the very, very big, vast majority of it, right? And it's just what you have to do. I mean, that's life. That's the truth of how this game works, is that it's a lot of offers. It's a lot of work.
Yes.
And I know that it works because anybody who puts in the effort, it works for them. And I see it time and again.
I love you got to make 100 offers a month.
Yeah.
Because you'll get to the point where you got to call in your 10th house or something like that, and someone said, yes, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Yes, make an offer. Hey, I don't like this number, but can you do this? And it's still in your range. And you'll be like, wow, it only took me 10 calls or 10 different offers to get to this one deal.
Right.
The 100 figure is to break your mindset of, I made one offer in 2 months.
That's so funny.
This didn't work. Why isn't this working?
How many times have you heard it? Because you guys name a number, whatever you've heard, that number I've heard it 10, 15, 20 times the amount of times that you guys have heard it. I hear all the time, man, Robbie, there just aren't any deals out there.
Yes.
I'm looking at these properties. I can't find any sellers. They all want cash. They all want top of the market. They're not negotiable. They won't take seller financing. How many deals have you looked at? How many things have you offered on? 3, 1. It's always nothing. And so it's never. I've looked at 1,000 properties and I've made offers on 500 of them. And 500 times I've been told I won't take $1 less than what I was asking, and I won't do seller financing, and I won't take your offer. It's always, there's no deals. Yeah, I've looked at 3. I've looked at 5. I made offers on 2 of them
in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Look, and
It's comical because it's such a repeatable pattern. It just happens
There's something
literally
in human,
every day. I
Yeah.
get told that.
Look,
Every day.
and I
by
just wanna
different
bring
people all the time.
100%.
Sometimes I get told that in a given month by the same person again, and I'll have the conversation like, how many offers did you really make? Oh, you made 3. What did we talk about? Yeah, I know. I needed to make 50 offers this week. And I didn't do it.
That I was about to tell that story. No one's listening to you, by the way. So you need a microphone. I was about to say it is when we started meeting Emmanuel and he infiltrated our organization because he wasn't part
He
of
just
Apex.
started showing up, riding in the car.
Somehow, I don't even know how this happens. He just showed up one day in the studio and he's just like, I'm here. Well, and I looked at Robert. I'm like, who's this guy? He's like, I don't know. That's Emmanuel. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I guess he must be part of something. Somehow he showed up, and one day we're in Arecibo, or no, we were in Kamui, and I'm driving around for materials for the Aguadilla project, and he's in the car, and I think in between your house and Arecibo Home Design, he made 10 calls,
Yeah,
and 5 offers.
exactly. And I've heard him do that again and again.
And he was saying it all in Spanish, and he got a car, and I'm like, this guy's actually calling and going through his script and going through the thing, and just making. He's like, look, I can't do that, but I could do this. Or what he loves to do is, I'll overpay, but you got to give me my terms. You know. So, but that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Bringing it back is, he is making consistent calls. He might not be making offers on everything, but on half of those calls, he's making an offer.
Right.
And in one of those, he got his very first deal, which is the Puntas deal. And he closed that down. He made his year there. And then he could have stopped right then and there and lived off the 30 he made, and that's it. But he kept going. And now you're less than a year in, right? And you've done what, like 10 deals?
We're at 9 something.
Yeah,
We're closing one this week.
Yeah, we're closing one this week. You know, like so
Thursday still. We couldn't get it moved up till tomorrow.
Look, you don't have to be the brightest bulb in the shed. You don't have to be the smartest guy. You don't need to know how to read the freaking charts of anything. It's about being consistent and being determined to get the fucking thing done. So
the people who I've consistently seen make it work really well, they are the ones that will just flat out stay there and work. So one thing I'll tell you about Adon is that Adon's a worker. He'll just work until the job is done. I mean, even like we're doing a renovation and he's there scraping paint off the walls. I'm like, what are you doing, Adon? He's like, well, somebody's got to do it, so I'm doing it. I'm like, but that's what it takes sometimes. I can think back 25 years ago. I had a lady named Maritza that showed up. And I should have her come and we do a YouTube video.
Like
she absolutely infiltrated just like Manuel.
Yeah.
She showed up. We had a lady working for us, and she said, my friend would like to come and work for you too. I interviewed her, and I said, we don't have a spot for you. I'm sorry. I'm not hiring anymore. I've got enough people. I didn't at the time like to train people to do shit. Maritza.
It's really changed now. He's very
Yes,
dedicated to giving a good education.
Yes.
No, oh my God, it's night and day. I mean, that's part of the story that Puerto Rico has caused in me is like, but anyways, back 25 years ago, I wasn't teaching, and Maritza, I told her she couldn't have a job. She showed up like the next day and sat in the chair with the girl who brought her in, and they're like just going to go and partner stuff. But then the girl would come in to go to do work. Her name was Marla, and I love Marla. We did a lot of stuff together. But Marla would work and then leave because she had another job. And Maritza would just stay until she had a house under contract. And she would just do that repeatedly again and again and again. And I paid zero attention to her. One day she bought a house at a foreclosure sale, and she literally changed my life because she went to the foreclosure sale. I had been buying from these guys who were at the foreclosure sale. And we bought a house at the foreclosure sale, and I walked through it with her, and it was like really the first time we ever had a conversation. I was leaving that day to go on a vacation to France, McKenna. This is when you were a baby. And I walked through the house with her, and I said, look, this is a great deal. When I get back, I'll put together all of the money we need, and all we'll do is buy houses at the foreclosure sale. And she was like, who the fuck are you?
I'm your boss.
I'm like, you work for me now.
Yeah.
She's like, okay.
You're mine.
You have created a job for yourself. You are
You just forced your way in, created a job for yourself.
What you wanted.
And then we went on and did 1,000 deals together and made millions of dollars. So I'm just telling you that the pattern repeats, right? Those people who put in the effort, you're going to be successful. And you don't have to have it all figured out.
I'll
Maritza
tell you.
and Marla both worked in the in the service industry at Disney. So they would serve food to people at the conferences at Mickey Mouse Land. Yeah.
They were dressing up in the costume.
No. They were waiters and they that's what they did. And those people, they work so freaking hard for nothing, right? Like she was making $40,000 a year, and after we bought that first house, I sat her down and I said the same thing I'm saying to Emmanuel. I said, Maritza, quit your job because $40,000 will replace that in a deal or two. Yeah. And this is 25 years ago.
But that's the crazy thing. You just said it again, and we've been saying it this whole time. These people that have this victim mentality work these 9 to 5s and rather do hard work for 9 to 5.
Backbreaking labor.
Just difficult stuff. Any way you want to look at it, mentally, physically, especially when you hate something that you don't want to do, but you will not take the chance on yourself,
right,
to go change your life.
Yeah, that's right.
And you literally have nothing to lose.
Absolutely nothing to lose.
If
you are working for minimum wage and complaining about your life, it doesn't matter if you go. You could quit that job tomorrow and start calling on all these houses and find a deal. It would almost be impossible for you not to make more money than you're going to make if you stay at that job.
And I don't like
the job's costing you everything.
Yes, and I don't like saying this, but you can always go back.
Then you can always go back and get that shitty job.
As long as you didn't as long as you didn't walk into your boss's, don't be office and said, "Hey, fuck you, I'm out."
Exactly.
And really,
I went to Freedom Flippers Live. I've hit it.
I'm out.
Get out of here.
I just invited my youngest brother-in-law to move in with me as well, and the first thing he said is, "I don't have a job," and I'm like, "But do you work?"
McKenna, what are you?
McKenna's just filling the house.
I'm adopting a 19-year-old.
When did that come about, McKenna?
This guy.
It came about 4 days ago. He was over.
Oh my goodness, son! Yeah,
they're like, "You're doing so good with this."
I think his mom taught him. His mom taught him with cats. And now McKenna's just taking in, stray in-laws.
No,
his mother and father-in-law are going to be living in the house with him.
He said to the boy, he's like, "Listen, you can move in, but you have to make 10 offers a day."
Did you tell him that, McKenna?
I didn't tell him that, but I should. It's Patrick who came with us to Louisiana.
Oh, and Patrick's a smart kid. He could definitely do this.
He definitely could do it. But I told him, he's like, I don't have a job down there. I don't know what I'll do. I'm like, Patrick, you work at Goodwill. Just fucking don't show up tomorrow and move. What are you talking about? We'll get you another one if you want another one, but
it's the easiest 2-week notice that you could ever do.
What's that?
It's the easiest 2-week notice you could do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bye. I'm moving.
No, he's turning in a 2-week notice. He's doing it all official. So he's moving in after the event. But
so now what do we do to get Patrick on the path of making offers? Because whatever he's making at Goodwill, he can replace in one deal.
I mean, he must be making less than
he's following my footsteps, though. He's going out.
Well, he was 100. He's not making half of what Emmanuel was making.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's not making $15,000 a year. There's no chance.
Maybe 20.
Yeah,
maybe.
But I mean, Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill's not
it's almost based on donations.
Shit, you want to work Goodwill? Quit your job at Goodwill and just go into the Goodwill store and start buying stuff on the cheap and putting it online and reselling it. You can increase whatever your wages are. I guarantee you that system works.
So he's following my footsteps. I think I'm going to get him out to Colorado to work at the whitewater rafting company. That's our first goal. We'll finish his education and then ship him out to Colorado to learn to whitewater raft. Have a good couple summers doing that, and then he can get serious about having to make money.
Well,
I'll tell you what I did, guys. The very opposite of Emmanuel, the very opposite of a Don, the opposite of my dad. I did my first deal at 19. bought it at the foreclosure sale. I made about $15,000 as a 19-year-old kid. And I said, Dad, I want to do this all the time. And then I didn't do it again for 6 years. And instead, I went and joined the circus. And I went into a whitewater rafting company. And I just had a good time. And I lived on that $15,000 for like 3 years. My rent was $250. You know, I got scholarship money to go to college. The government paid for me to go. I was making money at school. So I just went and had a great time. But then after I graduated, I'm like, oh, man, I have a lifestyle now of doing really fun things. I got to figure out how to keep doing that.
How do you pay for it?
How to pay for it.
Well, now that we've got all 35 people watching ready to quit their jobs, we better show them how they can make some money.
Well, just falling back to the whitewater rafting company for your brother-in-law. What is it? What is he?
Yeah.
Brother-in-law, right?
Brother-in-law.
You know, he can still go to Colorado and live out his dream of whitewater rafting coaching, whatever, and still get on the phone and make offers every day.
Dude, for sure.
That's the beauty
For sure
about all this nowadays. When Robert started, he had a fucking pager and a newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
and a tricycle to get to these places.
Yes.
And a Ford Type F. You know, he's like steam engine.
Yep.
To get to these places and make offers. He's like, oh, I'll give you $20 for this. Now you got everything online in the palm of your hands. You don't even need a computer. All you need is this thing.
Yeah.
Emmanuel doesn't have a computer. He has a phone, a bunch of listings on all these different websites, and he just makes calls. That's it.
That phone is the most valuable tool that there is in the world.
Yes.
It's basically a little mini computer.
This is
You
a
can do
moneymaker.
everything with it, and that the phone just this phone makes me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. Every year, this phone does.
Yeah.
And I try not to answer it if I don't know you. I don't like to answer emails, and it's still.
He's very hard to
This
get
is
a hold
what
of.
I've got. I don't have a laptop. I'm not doing the email thing. I know how to upload some videos to YouTube, do a YouTube live, but I'm not editing videos. I'm not begging people to
75%.
partner with me. I tell people we expand our business through partnerships. I use the phone. I talk to people, and we make a ton of money.
Yeah.
And,
I was
and
at
we've
a
got a
wedding.
hospitality business that makes a ton of money. We've got a long-term rental business that makes a ton of money. We got a flipping business that makes a ton of money. We got a rental property business in Florida that makes a ton of money, and it's all here.
Yeah.
We've got spreadsheets here. We used to have all this shit. Don't need it.
How are you managing your Colorado, Connecticut deal
That kid does.
through the phone?
No, I mean, I don't even know.
Oh,
McKenna.
he's doing it through the phone.
McKenna does it. He's got a computer.
I've got a computer and I've got a property manager. The property manager texts me, and he sent me 3 pages today about electrical issues. He's like, it's going to cost this. It's going to be all this, yada, yada, yada. And I just said, approved. That was my only response.
Dale.
Make it
Approved.
happen.
Let's get it done. Don't
I
let
was
the
at a
building
wedding over
burn
the
up,
weekend.
and let there be power, because it's about to get cold up there in Connecticut, and that's all we need is the heat not to work. People stop paying rent.
Get rid of the
That's
boat.
exactly what the issue was. Is a couple of the units didn't have heat, and I'm like,
Oh,
we're going to get
jeez.
eviscerated in Connecticut.
We're gonna get killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was at a wedding over the weekend with a bunch of my circus friends, and guys, if you're watching this, they have a great life. I mean, almost all of them. They all went to college. They're all very fun people. We were in the circus together. They're all making $60,000, $70,000 a year, working a fake corporate job. Most of them are remote. It's an awesome lifestyle, but I can tell like they have reached the end of that lane. Like there's nowhere further for them to go. There's no higher positions really available. I mean, I'm sure 1 or 2 of them will figure out how to make $250,000 a year. 1 or 2 of these, 40 people. Or you can be like me and be like people in this community. You just start working for yourself and you generate this income. It is so different than what everyone else is doing. And it's easier too. I mean, guys, they're all so stressed about their jobs. They're worried they're going to get fired. One of them had to take, time off to come be in the wedding. And he's like, yeah, I didn't meet quota this week. And my boss is breathing down my neck. And I'm like, you've been at a wedding the past 4 days. You shouldn't have to meet quota. The hell are you talking about? It's just crazy. So if that reminds you of what you're doing, get out of that, man. That is not where you want to be. That's not a good 10-year plan. You got to do something different.
Well, there's no guarantee that it's going to be easier.
No,
it's probably going to be harder.
But the guarantee is this: that
you get a paycheck,
that you get to depend on yourself and not on others. You get to actually wake up whenever you wake up, enjoy your life with your family, and then being able to walk out the door and say, all right.
It's the exact
Where's this
opposite of
line?
living that victim mentality, guys. You can be a victim and have a job, but if you're going to be an entrepreneur, let me tell you whose fault it is when you're looking in the mirror. And it doesn't matter any situation that goes wrong, it's always your fault.
Doesn't matter if you go in the mirror first.
Doesn't matter.
My God, I look good today, but you failed.
Yes, you're
so
a
you
failure.
better get up and do it again.
You've got to go get up, dust yourself off, get it done. I was watching a video you shared with me, McKenna.
Yeah, the muscle man.
With the muscle man, Alex Hormozi. You guys, if you don't watch Alex Hormozi, you should. He's brilliant. And he was talking about being an entrepreneur and basically, as long as you are getting up and continuing and not quitting, you're not losing. So in this life, and he describes it as a dice game, and I'll try to describe it again. He said one dice has got 20 sides to it, and one side of the 20 is green, 19 are red. The other dice has 200 sides to it, and one side of that dice is green and the other sides are red. And your job as an entrepreneur is to start rolling the dice. And as you roll the dice, every now and then you're going to hit green. And if you keep rolling the dice, and by the way, every time you hit green, then another spot becomes green. So then you're more likely to hit green again. And eventually you get to where when you roll the dice, you're most likely going to hit green. And it doesn't matter if you start with the 20-sided dice or the 200-sided dice, as long as you keep going and keep rolling the dice and keep getting up and keep going and keep working, you will hit green and you will be successful. And I thought it's absolutely perfect for what we see with people who are successful versus the people that are not. The people who are willing to keep making the phone calls like Emmanuel, keep making the offers and go through it and roll the dice and keep going and keep going and keep going. They're the successful ones. And then the ones who roll the dice a couple times and it doesn't hit green and they quit, they're the ones that are going to 3 years from now, when Emmanuel's a multimillionaire, they're going to say, man, he's so lucky.
Yeah,
that guy's just lucky.
Boy.
You lucky.
He snuck into Robert's car. Look at all the privilege he got.
Lucky.
He did the same thing with Baxter. He's like, look, if you get in, I'll feed you. I'll feed you.
Man,
that's it, right? And that's what you got. And here's the truth. 98% of the people are willing to roll the dice once or twice, and if they don't hit green, they won't ever roll again. And then they're going to be victims. And then the 2% that just keep rolling the dice, they're going to be the lucky ones, the ones who make a whole bunch of money, and the ones who the victims are all going to blame for all of their problems.
Yes.
So
it's always easier to blame somebody else.
I mean, if you're a good victim, you've got to have a reason that it's not your fault, right?
Yeah.
If you're an entrepreneur, it's your fault.
It's all.
And that's the mentality. For me, I know that if something goes wrong, it's my fault. That's what I thrive on and what I like, though. I don't want to be the victim.
Yeah.
But I know
the victims sound like
you guys
this.
can see it out there. The people that are victims, they just love to be the victim.
You single-handedly have destroyed the Puerto Rico market, according to the people.
Of course I have.
According to the people on YouTube. You're like,
somebody said this guy's got 2,000 properties on the island of Puerto Rico, and he's single. This is yesterday. I got this in one of the ads we've got out there. It's like, this guy's got 2,000 properties on the island of Puerto Rico. I'm like,
whoa.
Where'd they all go?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Please tell me.
That's awesome.
Was he saying it negatively or positively?
No, it was
very negative.
Very negative. I'm wrecking the entire market.
Terrifying. Paraphrasing.
And he's got 2,000 properties. No one can afford to rent from him. And apparently all I ever do is sell to people who don't live on the island.
I've seen your rental properties. If those people can't afford those rental properties, what else can they afford? A
We
cardboard box
literally
under a
rent
roof.
Section
I mean,
8.
under a bridge.
We rent Section 8. I mean, our rental properties and what we like to do is provide good housing
Yeah.
to working class people.
Yes. That's exactly what you provide.
That's what we do.
Shit.
And the island of Puerto Rico rewards us, and they reward everybody else who does it too.
Yep.
So,
Hey, I
do we have
just
any
asked-
questions, you guys? This is supposed to be a question and answer, and we're just gabbing away. But
I have to cook dinner for my wife who's slaving away at the hospital right now.
You got 10 minutes to ask us questions.
But I just sent a message to Cammie asking her to create a system to submit deals for Shark Tank, which, guys, if you don't know, every Tuesday, i.e. tomorrow, we do live deal analysis where we look at real deals, give numbers, just like what we were doing a little bit earlier with That's Life. We get real specific. If you are in Apex and you have a deal, be on the lookout. Cammie or I will make a post tomorrow with details on how to submit a deal. If you're not in Apex and you want to be on, join Apex. But you can watch it here on YouTube Live.
yep. And hopefully we'll get a couple of deals. We're doing the new system tomorrow.
Sure.
We need pictures and stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
Did we have any questions in the chat?
How's rent in Puerto Rico?
It's low compared to just about any market, outside of some of the poorest southern states. I think have comparable rents to, like McKenna and I looked at a package in Monroe, Louisiana. That was comparable rents. Although I would say those rents in Monroe were significantly worse properties, so much poorer. But rents here for 3 bedrooms, $800-900 a month. For
Depending where you go.
two bedroom is $600-700 a month. The median. I'm talking about, Section 8 type housing.
That's what the brackets say. They're 100.
No, if you want to live in Condado, but you only have medium rent,
You have to pay $3,000.
there won't be any house for you.
Yeah, if you want to live in Ciudadela in a beautiful high rise condo,
It costs you
it's
$5,000.
it's $3 to $5 grand a month. Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
And those places are full and doing really well. What else we got? So, but you can buy a property still to this day where you can buy it because it's very distressed, fix it up, and then get it rented out and bring in 20 or 30% annually on your investment.
Yes. Well, we lost McKenna.
We lost McKenna.
He's out. Well, guys, you know what? We'll stay here another 5 minutes. If you got questions, throw it in. We have 34 people watching. We love you. Now, please like that vid.
We got a lot of likes too. What do we got?
Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And that QR code there is not just for show. It's for the 3-day boot camp. So don't miss it. It's online.
We got 19
You can
likes,
do
so
it
there's a
anything.
bunch of likes we could get if we beg hard enough.
There's 23 likes.
We got 23 likes. See
Here-
that? It just went from 19 to 23, and I barely even begged.
This is a good question we get every week. Where's the best places to buy and flip? And I'm imagining she's asking where in Puerto Rico.
I mean, so the metro area is where I would generally start looking because you know that there's a built-in buyer there for the metro. This is where most people live and most people work. So it's the highest density. Something and fix it up and put it on the market. You've got a pool of buyers. But I think it works island wide.
It works island wide, but if you're taking it from perspective that you want information to analyze your deal,
Yeah.
the metro area is the best area because there's more
There's more
transactions
data.
done there.
Yeah.
Now, again, like you just said, you could do this anywhere on the island.
Yeah.
You will find comps. It will be harder, but it is possible. Have you thought of building from scratch instead of rehab? Yes.
Yeah, we've thought about it. We haven't done it. So really no one has been doing it on the island and I say no one up until just the last couple of years, maybe the 18 months or 24 months. We didn't see any new construction stuff really happening on the island. Now it's finally happening.
That was blowing up.
And yeah, Condado's. I'd
Brand-
love to be a part of that.
4 or 5
But
brand new buildings.
they're building and then selling for $2,000 a square foot.
Yeah, but
I don't think that's what we're talking about.
no,
here.
I know, but I mean, like, you see it.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
5 brand new buildings,
Yeah.
ground up, like ridiculous.
When I first came to the island, there was one crane on the entire island.
Yeah.
No construction was happening. And now everywhere you go, Things are getting renovated, things are getting built, high rises are being constructed, entire neighborhoods are getting constructed.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I like to take the existing houses and I'm going to continue to do that because that's what I've done for really my whole life. And there's 250,000 of those houses sitting here on the island that I don't have to build from scratch. So I'm going to continue to take the existing stuff and renovate it. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't get involved with someone who had a great plan and could show us how to make money.
Yes. Video one says, one thing I learned from you all is take action, even if I don't know a lot, I'll learn as we go. And that is key. And the easiest thing when you do this stuff, because taking action by yourself could be very scary. But partnering, and that's why we always talk about partnering with people who have 30 years of experience and you have absolutely zero. And you can say, all right, look, I'm going to dive in head first, but I know this guy's watching from the cliff. So we'll see, he'll guide me on the way down, and then hopefully on the way back up. So partnering with somebody who absolutely knows, but doesn't want to do it, but can definitely take you through the ropes, then that's who you want as a partner. Same thing works for, I want to partner with a funder who doesn't want to be at the job site every day and firing contractors and hiring contractors and having to go materials and then going on a fucking Saturday, missing a birthday party because your contractors are irresponsible and you got to go scrape the paint off a brand new window.
Yep.
So,
and as a funder, I want to partner with a guy like you who's going to show up every day and scrape the paint off of the freaking walls if need be.
Yeah.
And fire 2 contractors and hire the 3rd contractor and never freaking stop like the Terminator.
Yeah. So partnering is key to taking massive and perfect action. So
yeah.
John and Emmanuel said, send the contract. This is so key for these young guys. They talk about taking action. They are young and ready to go and running. And they're like, they got 10 deals on their mind and they're about to lock it in, but they forget the most important, crucial thing. Send the contract. Send the contract, Emmanuel.
Especially when it's a good deal.
Yeah,
especially when it's a good deal.
They had the most greatest deal. I showed Robert, I'm like, I can't believe we're getting this for that. And all you have to do is paint and put it back on the market. And we're like, yay.
An easy one. Finally, an easy one.
And then I call Emmanuel. So when are we closing? Oh, they got a higher offer. I'm like, Emmanuel, how long have you been working on that? 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, you got the price you wanted and you didn't send the contract? Yes, that's what I did. Please get this tattoo on your forehead. Send the contract.
I got my thing too.
So
there'll be another one.
Like a
there'll be another one.
Emmanuel. What did you say? You got other things? No. The one thing is this, because if you don't send the contract, that means your baby doesn't eat. Just remember that. You're gonna have a little fucking African
There's always
baby
gonna be another one.
So
Hakuna Matata. It's always the ones we miss that we bitch about, though.
Yeah, 100%.
You guys, the things that we don't get are the ones. They're the ones that really burn us.
Especially when you're like, I could have done that myself.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Idali says, how do you find a fix and flip loan? I'm in Philadelphia, and it's a step I'm stuck at.
Wow. So assuming you're buying a fix and flip property in Philadelphia,
yes,
all you got to do is jump on Google and just search them. There are going to be hundreds of different places that will pop up that will give you fix and flip loans in Philadelphia.
That is because in America it's easier to find these type of products.
They're everywhere.
Products. Yeah.
They are literally everywhere, and you can borrow from an institutional hard money lender who's in California that's doing loans all over the place. We're doing a deal right now with Dave. The guy does 15,000 loans a year, and he's lending all over the country. I'm sure. What's it? Kiave is
something like that.
Kiave is the company that the Steck family started, and they do. I think they might do 10,000 loans a month all across the country. So just Google it. That is really an easy part. Now, with some of those institutional hard money lenders, they may want to see that you have some experience, and so you might need to bring a partner on who's actually done a fix and flip. But it shouldn't be at all difficult for you. The key is, and they're going to ask you just like I would, do you have a deal? Because they're not going to want to qualify you for a loan. They're going to want to look at your deal that you've got. Plus, they're going to qualify your deal plus you. So you've got to go deal first. Don talked about it earlier. We're always talking about go find the great deal first, and then. Yeah. But just Google it today. Just put it in a Google that just says I want a hard money lender in Philadelphia. Yeah. And they're really everywhere. Now, if you're talking about Puerto Rico, it's way freaking harder. There's way less of them. But if you come into Apex, there are some people who are lending some money there. The institutional guys that'll lend all across the country really won't come to the island of Puerto Rico yet. We're talking to Dave and trying to get him to come here. Yeah. If we can get him to do that, and we're going to do a deal with him now so that we can bring him here. We could really help the island out.
And this is what I'll say: if you raise money through partnerships, is don't send the cryptic message. Hey, I can get this for 107. What do you think of this? Nothing. I think absolutely nothing because you're giving me no information.
Yeah.
Today I sent a very easy ChatGPT template that says ARV. Here's my deal summary: ARV, purchase price, renovation, comps, and area, and a link and a pin to the damn thing. Is it under contract? Yes or no? You expert of information, and I will say this is what I think. Not, hey, huh? It's like if I call you and I got a deal, but no, that doesn't work.
Deal first. Get the deal first.
Give me freaking information. Send it like that. And if you want, I'll put it here in the chat so you can use it for anything. In fact, if you have all that information and you go to your little iPhone robot here and say, hey, iPhone robot, ChatGPT, whatever freaking AI you like using, I want a deal summary that I could send in a text message, and I want to make sure that my ARV, my renovation, and everything else I need to show a potential partner is in this text. Can you do it for me? And somehow, by freaking magic,
10 seconds later,
10 seconds, it'll give you everything, especially if you put the information in.
Yep.
And you could send it to someone looking like a freaking professional.
That's true.
But
who popped in?
That's just McKenna cooking.
McKenna's cooking now.
But
I'm
just
cooking.
do that. I'm ranting here because I'm trying to jab it into someone's head so they understand how to present the deal. But
we've got
videos
out there about how to present a wholesale deal, and I've been saying the same thing, and we get the same questions. Hey, Robert, what is this? Is this a deal?
What do you think of this,
guys? If I don't know what we can buy it for, how much it needs to have renovated, how much is that going to cost, and what's it going to sell for when you're done, then I have no idea if it's a deal. And so if you're asking me to look at your deal and tell you what it's going to cost to renovate it, and then tell you what you should offer on it, and then tell you what we're going to sell it for afterwards, well, I don't really need you.
Yes.
At least I don't need you very much.
Especially if you don't have it under contract. You know how easy it would be for me to just go and say, hey, I know you have it for this. I could do this.
Yeah.
Now. And then I will send the contract. And then I'll send you back a photo of my contract and say, you snooze, you lose.
Snooze, you lose. All right, deal first.
Guys, I don't think we've done that a single time. We just are too
because we just don't. There's no need. Again, there's an abundance of deals, but and you want to be a good teacher and you want to guide these freaking people, but sometimes you just got to be
these freaking people sitting in this room.
Just slap them in the head. I came up in a Latin home. I didn't learn until someone threw a flip flop at my head and be like, "Hey, you can't do that."
All right, what's next? Let's run through them so that we can get out of here.
Yes, before I start bringing up, traumas.
Still got a knot on the back of your head.
Yeah, there's every once in a while. I saw that you were at a virtual auction a few days ago. What's your opinion about the land in Puerto Rico, and do you have thoughts about expanding to develop if you get the funding? Ivan
Well,
Jimenez.
we've got some developable land.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
we had some land in that auction that we were at the other day. Man, it was a disappointing auction actually for the auctioneer, for me. Basically nothing sold. For me, nothing sold. Nothing even came close to selling. I guys, I said this earlier. I like already exists, and I'm going to renovate it. I'm not really looking to go off and be a land developer right now. The land that I own some land because I feel like I get
was
it
a great
such
deal.
a good deal that I can buy the land and just own it for a little while until I sell it. I would partner with somebody who wanted to come and develop my land. So I would even put up the land and maybe put up some money, but you'd have to show me that you could build the houses and you do all the work. I'm not going to go build the houses. I'm not going to do it. We're not land buyers right now. I could change my mind if I met a great partner who could show us how to build a bunch of houses and make a bunch of money. But right now I'm good with doing deals with the Don, do a deal every now and again with McKenna, and running a few rental portfolios. We got a lot going on.
Just
Guys,
a little bit of real estate.
Yes, we're coming up on 5 minutes to
Yeah,
ending this thing.
we'll
So,
end this thing at 6:30. I think.
questions.
If we
And
don't
as
have
you
questions,
watch,
we'll end
like
it
the
early.
video, like the thing, subscribe, and scan that QR code.
Put
and
it
sign
put
up
in
for
the
our 30
comments,
days.
guys. How many of you guys are going to come to Freedom Flippers Live next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Let me know. I want you all there.
Yeah. Guys, we really need you to book your tickets now if you're going to come. Don't wait till the last minute. It helps us plan out the day. We have to do some technical stuff as well on the back end, depending on how many people we have. So if you're going to come, sign up right now.
Do it right now.
Right now.
Jennifer said, "I'm in."
Nice.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Jennifer, I saw your ticket come in, actually.
Also in, signed up and ready.
Nice.
YouTube user, I have my ticket.
All right.
AG, I'm in. That's it. Only 4 people. My God,
That
Think
means
of
there's
all the
30 people
access
watching
those
that could do it.
People are going to have to you, Dad.
my
Yeah.
God.
What's that, McKenna?
All of the access those 4 people are going to get to
Mario's
you.
in.
Whew.
And you.
Mary's in.
And me. And
Mary's a
Don.
VIP. That's the best. The VIPs are the best because you'll be able to get recording of the actual sessions and your questions have priority.
That's
in
right.
the event.
And we're gonna have a couple
there's
of
more
breakout
goodies,
sessions
but,
that are specific for the
just with those 2
VIPs.
things are sick. Nancy Torres, Samuel's in. I'm a VIP. Hell yeah. You are a VIP, Nancy. Peter Dowling, I'm in. Dale. My God, this is good. This is encouragement.
You feel good about that? That's a lot of people that are coming.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you said you're coming, you've already gone in and signed up and gotten your ticket. Let's do something crazy. We got 5 minutes, and we've been talking about Freedom Flippers Live.
Oh my God, what's happening?
What's he doing?
Go in and get
What's
your
he
ticket now. And well,
Oh no.
what code could we give them,
Guys,
McKenna,
we
with
don't
the
know what
discount?
he's about to do.
Let's give a discount for anybody that goes in and
If they use
Code Flipper.
discount code Flipper, we can
Yeah.
give them 40% off if they go right now.
all right, there we go.
It's
Just for
going
you
down to
guys
35% in
watching.
the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow the discount will be less, and it'll need a new code probably. But right now we want to fill the room, guys, and we want to fill the room with people who come and support us on YouTube. So go in and get your ticket. Use the code Flipper, and we'll give you a 40% discount.
My God.
And invite some
I
friends.
think it's only
I
like
didn't know you
let's
guys were
do
doing that.
Let's do more
$5.
real estate
You're
together.
doing 40%?
40%.
What?
We weren't doing
Yeah.
it. I just made that up. Boom! You see how that works? You just speak it into existence. 40% discounts for everybody who's watching right now.
That
What is this?
puts the
Monday
ticket at
Night
like
Live
55
number
bucks, guys.
91.
These gray hairs
So
I have
you got till tomorrow
are not
to
because
use
of real
code
estate.
Flipper. Tomorrow's October 28th. It won't work tomorrow on October 28th, but you got till the end of the night
These
to use Flipper.
gray hairs I have, it's not because I'm a real estate investor. It's because these
Because I
These
surprise, I do
these freaking
surprising
ideas
shit.
Robert gets 10 seconds into his life. He's like, hey, you know what I thought about today? That's always how he starts it, and I'm always like, oh fuck.
Guys,
Here we
you know
go.
something that we've had to talk Robert off of multiple times. He's tried to do this multiple times. He's trying to give away a house for free to
Yes.
a subscriber.
Yes.
That
I
he
do want to
keeps
do that.
Bringing it back.
I want to do that.
Almost did it.
The house that I was going to give away was sold.
Yeah.
We still have one.
Yeah.
I like how you say we. Ay, ay, ay. All right. The code is Flipper. Lowercase, right?
Yeah, everything's lowercase. FLIPPER, Flipper. That's the code.
That's right.
Go get it. Go get your 40%. Sign up. Get in. Does the code work for both VIP as well?
It does.
It
My
does?
God. So,
Wow.
so, guys, you're getting a stupid deal. Holy shit. I didn't
There you
know
go.
that.
I didn't know either, but apparently it does.
Oh, my God.
Apparently it does.
The QR code is there. Scan it.
Use the
You
code
got
Flipper.
the code Flipper.
Flipper.
Tomorrow, it apparently goes down 5%. So from 40 to 35 and so on until we start the 3 days. So sign up now.
Yeah, we want to fill the room, guys.
All right, guys. Well, McKenna's making jambalaya or something to feed the horde of all these
I'm
children he's adopting.
making a pot of chili.
Do we have one more question, or are we done for the night?
We'll give it one more question. Throw it in 5, 4, 3, 3, 3.
Nobody's got a
How
question.
many
We're
kids
good. We answered all the
do
questions.
one?
Look at that.
Right.
We did. We answered all the questions. We saved the world, just like a real estate superhero should do. You guys,
The
come to
code
Freedom
is
Flippers Live.
Flipper.
We'll see you tomorrow night for the Shark Tank.
Flipper.
Flipper.
Just one flipper.
Just Flipper.
Lowercase.
They call him Flipper.
No beans and chili. I had never heard that in my life.
Aaron, I am doing no beans. I'm on the Whole30 diet, so I can't do beans, but usually I love them in chili.
And Adon, we made jambalaya last night. We cooked the beans for too long, so they burned. So you just have jambalaya.
What the hell?
No beans for you either.
No,
Oh my God.
beans.
No beans. I could have brought you the beans, but they tasted burned, really burned.
Oh my God.
So they got thrown away.
That's what happens when you're a real estate investor. You get a deal on your phone, you just forget about everything else in life. All right. Thank you for joining us. The code is Flipper. Go put that code in. Stop wasting time. Change your life. Thank you so much. And if you book it right now, we will send you a
Hey, Flip Flop Flipper family. Thanks for being part of our community. I wanted to personally invite you to Freedom Flippers Live, November 4th, 5th, and 6th. This is our 3-day boot camp intensive. And after it, you're going to walk away with a blueprint if you want to be a finder, an operator, or a funder. So if you've ever wanted to know how we're finding our deals, be there. Don't miss it. We'll give you the blueprint. And if you're already doing deals, maybe you're an operator doing a flip here or there, and you want to scale your business, I'm going to give you the blueprint that's helped me to scale my business to where I've bought and sold over 3,000 homes. And maybe you're in this community because you really love the idea of real estate investing, but you're a successful businessman who has some money on the side, but doesn't have time to go find the deals and doesn't have time to fix them up to flip them. And you want to become a funder. And you want your money to be working for you even when you're not. And guys, I know that if that's you, what you care about is safety and security. Plus double-digit returns are nice, right? So you'll leave this 3-day bootcamp intensive with the blueprint to become a passive investor through first mortgage position lending or equity position lending with great operators who you can trust to get the deal done and protect your money like it's their own.